you can come chat to us after. So first off, let's invite our first speaker, NASHITAH Baharin from Miracles TMC. Her project for tonight is on researching and presenting under Presentation Mastery Level 3. You can refer to the second page of the agenda, as well as on the screen to see the purpose statement and the notes for the evaluator. Evaluating her for tonight will be Adeno Ong, a distinguished Toastmaster. He'll be waving over there. The time allocated will be 5 to 7 minutes, so make sure to pin the timer as needed. NASHITAH is in her final year pursuing a Bachelor of Accountancy at UITM. She has been a chartered member of Miracles TMC since September 2022. With a strong determination, she aims to achieve her Triple Crown Award within 1 month, which is, by actively engaging in various Toastmasters clubs to deliver her speeches, just like now. Now we invite NASHITAH with the speech title FOMO, NASHITAH Baharin. Take it away.
Before I start, I'm very sorry. Can I request for 2 minutes to finish the azan first?
Oh yes, please.
Or maybe we can straight away to speaker 2, or you want to wait?
Are we okay with waiting?
Yes.
Yes, you'll be waiting. Okay, please have the azan first.
All right. My eyes so dry. Oh my God, it's 11 a.m. already. I've been scrolling this Instagram for like 2 hours. Anyone here had been in the same situation? Anyone here had been in the same situation as me, where you are hooked up to your phone for hours without you even realizing it? Now, have you ever really think about what have caused you to social media addictions? Today, I will talk about FOMO. I want to see a raise of hands of those who had heard the term FOMO before. Please chat in the chat box what is the full name of FOMO, and let's see if that is correct. FOMO, according to National Library of Medicine, FOMO is a term introduced in 2004 to describe phenomenon related to social networking sites. FOMO is a type of problematic social media attachment. All right, I see, so everyone got it correct. FOMO, FOMO, is the abbreviation for fear of missing out. Fear of missing out is the feeling of anxiety that you are missing out life information, events, and also life decisions. It is also an emotional response to the belief that everyone else around you is having a better and satisfying life. For example, you might experience FOMO if you had the fear of missing information, events, festivals, trend foods, or you might also experience FOMO if you have fear of not getting the right interpretation in social interactions. For example, new slang, sus, period, no cap, and ghosted. Next, let's test if you had experienced FOMO. If I will speak 5 possible symptoms on FOMO. If it resonates with you, you can raise your hand, or I think people might not want to raise their hand. So you can also blink and you can also wink. All right, ready? Number 1, obsessively checking and refreshing social media pages to see what others are doing. Number 2, experience negative feelings when comparing life with others. For example, the feeling of sad, jealousy, envy, and disappointment. Number 3, withdrawing from others. Number 4, the feeling of fear of losing friends if you're not up to date with the latest trends. And number 5, mentally exhausted by using social media. So, out of 5, how many blinks do you score? All right. According to many researchers, many researchers have claimed that FOMO is correlated with mental health. FOMO can lead to depression, stress, and also anxiety. In a long run, it will cause life dissatisfaction and decreases well-being. Now that we have learned what is FOMO, its impact, and also its symptoms, as people say, prevention is better than cure. Hence, we also need to know how to overcome the issue. Number 1, know your triggers. If your trigger is caused by your phone, you might need to put it in another room unless needed. Or you can buy a phone cage. I believe you can find it on Shopee. And then if the FOMO is caused by certain someone, you might need to consider limiting yourself among them. Number 2, remember, what you see in social media is not everything. People's life is not as exciting and perfect as what they have shown in social media. And number 3, be purposeful with your time. Find what you love. Focus your energy to do things that are fulfilling to you. And then you'll be less concerned with how others are doing. All in all, now that we have fathomed into the concept of FOMO, I invite each and every one of you to reflect on your life and consider the impact of using social media and its addiction. Strive for pleasure with joy of missing out, not fear of missing out anymore, but now it's joy of missing out. We JOMO, all right? We JOMO now. And most importantly, prioritize your mental well-being. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Nashitah for sharing these concepts. I have never felt older. But yeah, let's all JOMO. Mari kita JOMO sekali together. And let's JOMO as well to welcome our next speaker, Shobha McIntyre.
Right, next, let's go to our second evaluator of today, Toastmaster Adeno, who is the evaluator for Toastmaster NASHITAH. So Toastmaster Adeno.
Thank you, Anthony, and congratulations, NASHITAH. If you claim to be a very timid person, I don't believe you. You are a liar. You are, in fact, a very good speaker, and there's a lot to celebrate. So let's just talk about, first and foremost, before we go into your speech technique, let's go to the speech objectives, which is all about researching and presenting. So we wanted to hear, whether you have basic research methods. I thought you did it really well. Your topic was about FOMO, and you had a lot of examples of FOMO. You gave us a lot of gestures, a lot of facial expressions. I loved all of those things. So you obviously did research into that. You also went as far as to talk about the joy of missing out. So not only do you know about FOMO, you also know about JOMO. I wonder if you know about Chromo and all the other modes, right? I'm sure you do. So was it well organized? Was it well researched? Yes, I thought it was well organized, well researched. You obviously were talking about something that you knew already, and I think it was a good topic because everybody else related to it as well. People can relate to it. Everybody has a handphone. Everybody knows what it means to miss out, and everybody should know about this thing called the joy of missing out. So let's look at things related to research. Although you did some great things over there, I think one of the things that potentially you can improve on as far as researching is concerned, especially in the speech, is also to mention the sources of these quote unquote sources of excellence or authority, okay? Make mention at least 2 or 3 of them so that in a speech such as this, when you're researching something new and presenting it as information, new information to people, you might want to mention the authoritative figures or statistics or whatever it is, where did it really come from? 2 or 3 would be great to establish you and credential you as somebody who knows a lot about the topic, okay? So that's about research. Now move away from research. I know you ask me, you DM me and says, hey, can you evaluate me on whether or not I have an attractive delivery and whether people can stay with me all the way to the end of my speech. For that, I think you hit it out of the park. I think you did a great thing. It was a home run as far as I'm concerned. Home run means you did really, really excellent, far and above all my expectations. I definitely thought you were very engaging. You had props at the start. You were just trying to have a conversation with yourself. I thought those was very engaging. You had engaging on the chat as well. You had a lot of examples like ghosted, no cap, all these fancy words, which I really, really love. So I think you're a really engaging person. Ultimately, I think if there's one thing I would challenge you is to remove your virtual background, as well as to tell your own personal story. Your virtual background can get in the way of the props that you are using. So maybe don't use a virtual background. But outside of that, I thought if you use your own story, like how you transition from FOMO to and your verge of becoming a hardcore FOMO to then transitioning to JOMO, I thought that would be more enriching. And also, I think maybe the challenge for you at the end would be to inspire your audience, inspire them to say that, hey, you have traveled a journey. Maybe you're on the same journey as me. Maybe you're early in the journey. But if I can do it, you can do it, that kind of thing. Lengthen it a little bit. I think that'll be awesome. Okay, so you are on the way to becoming a great speaker. You are already a good speaker. So I would challenge you to participate in events, contests, because that's where you will truly make a name for yourself. Nashitah, you are a name to remember. Back to you. G.
Great work, Toastmaster Adeno. I think your evaluation is very in-depth. I love how you share your experience, which I think is very valuable. You mentioned that Nashitah could improve by providing sources, which I agree to. Who knows, there are someone in the audience who wants to learn more about the topic. And I also think that all of us could learn a thing from Toastmaster Adeno, which is the evaluation starts before the speech itself. Where communicating with the speaker itself and be aware of the improvement he or she is seeking for. So yeah, keep up the good work, Toastmaster Adeno.